The moment her lips touched mine, I felt nothing, no warmth, no spark, just a cold tremor that crawled beneath my skin like a warning. The kitchen light flickered above us, humming softly, as if even it knew something was wrong. She leaned in gently, the way she always did, her breath sweet with the peppermint tea she claimed helped her sleep. But sleep hadn't been her issue.
Not lately.
"I know about your lover," I whispered, my voice steady despite the storm tearing through my chest. "And I already made him pay." Her body froze. The kiss died halfway. She didn't pull back at first. She just stopped breathing, stopped blinking, stopped moving. A porcelain statue carved from fear and guilt. Then slowly she stepped away. Daniel. My name escaped her like a fragile thread, one that could snap at the slightest pull. I studied her face, eyes wide, pupils quivering, a thin sheen of sweat rising along her hairline. She looked caught between denial and nausea, the same way I had felt 3 nights ago when I found the messages. It had been a small thing, really, a chime from her phone while she showered. I never checked her notifications. Trust was our unspoken religion. But that night, something, instinct or dread, made me turn the screen over. I can't stop thinking about last night. I shouldn't want you this much. My heart had collapsed in on itself, steady and silent, like an old building finally giving up. For a few moments, I thought I was reading it wrong, misinterpreting, imagining things. My first reaction wasn't anger, it was confusion.
Then shame.
Then a panic so intense it felt like drowning. Tonight, watching her struggle for words, I realized she was experiencing that same suffocating cycle. "Say something," I murmured. Her voice cracked. "Daniel, I never meant for things to go that far. I was lonely. You were distant. And he was just someone to talk to." "Someone to talk to?" I repeated softly, tasting the bitterness on my tongue. She pressed her hands to her face, shaking. "I ended it weeks ago.
I swear."
But he kept reaching out. I didn't know how to make it stop. A lie, or at least a partial one. I had read enough to know their connection wasn't some passing mistake. It had depth.
History.
The kind of messages people don't write unless their hearts are already halfway gone. "He won't be reaching out anymore," I said. Her eyes flew open. Terror replaced guilt. "Daniel, what do you mean? What did you do?" I didn't answer immediately. I let the silence stretch, thickening the air, tightening around us like a rope. I wanted her to feel the weight of every second I had spent staring at those messages, questioning my worth, imagining her in someone else's arms. "I talked to him," I said finally. Her shoulders sagged in relief. Too soon. "Daniel, God, I thought you heard him." "Oh, I heard him," I replied, the words gentle, almost tender. She staggered back. "What did you do?" I took a slow breath, remembering the man's startled expression when he opened his door, the way his confidence melted into stammering apologies under the pressure of truth, not violence. I hadn't touched him. I hadn't needed to. I told his wife. I said. Her knees buckled, and she grabbed the counter for support. Tears broke free, sliding down her cheeks. "Why?" she whispered, voice cracking like dry wood. "Because he deserved to lose something too." She looked at me with a grief so raw it nearly broke me. Not for him, but for us. For what she realized she had shattered beyond repair. "Daniel, can we fix this?" I stared at her, at the woman I loved, at the stranger she had become. "I don't know," I said, and for the first time that night, every word was true.